Y'all, welcome to my channel, Mama Fox Studios. This is Missy, and I believe we're on number 11 of our courtyard / garden. And I just realized my chair is all kinds of wonky. I just noticed this leg is in, and this is not even on the back. But you know what? We're going to have a wonky chair because I'm not going to pull that all apart. It's already glued. So, yep. It's standing up. That's the requirements, and I'm good with that. And we did our little side table here. Oh, that's the back. I meant to do that the other way around. Book up here, plant there, but I obviously turned it at some point. That's okay, it still works. And then we have our 4 pillows that I had forgot to make when way back in the beginning when we did our little table, because these will sit 2 on each side for the table there. Whoops, sorry about that. So my watch is gonna go nuts. So we're just jumping right back into it. Chair and table. So we're gonna make another bed here, and we've already pulled pieces for multiple builds. We'll go over them. So F2 is our back here, the cream color. And the rest are all plain wood. F3 are the 2 longer plain wood pieces. F4 is that shorter one. That will be our foot there. And F1 is going to sit on top of them all. So these are going to go upright, right on the edge, right? Yep, right on the edge there. Whoops, I forgot to get my glue ready. Bear with me for 1 second. Where'd my water go? Y'all should be prepared for this because I do it most times. I come in here telling myself, fix your glue, fix your glue, fix your glue, but then I get sidetracked with what's on here and I forget. So, I just got a little paper towel damp, not wet, just damp, because we're going to use our Aleene's Original Tacky Glue in a squeeze bottle, slightly watered down, just a few drops of water, so it doesn't bust that, doesn't break the bottle coming out of the precision tip. I know I can just see already that board is that one too. They're slightly warped, a little bit warped. So, okay, so we're just going to put our Aleene's on one of the long sides. Okay, and then I use the Crazy Glue Super Glue because it's cheap. I just bought a new 6-pack with the brush applicator because I'm messy for 20 bucks off of Amazon. And I'll have it in 2 days. Because I think, what am I doing, you guys? That doesn't go on the long side. Oh my gosh, how many of you were yelling at me? I hope you all were yelling at me because that was stupid. Oh my goodness. What am I doing? We want that flush on the bottom. You want it flush on both sides. Wow, this is not wanting to cooperate. It is a bit warped. See, I had a little bit of water, too much water in my paper towel. That's what's that's doing. That's why you just want it, and this does not go in the paper towel. You want it just damp, not like wet. Oh, come on. Okay, and this one goes on the outside, so it's gonna set right down into those. So we're gonna put our glue, our Aleene's, dang it. How do I have too much water in there? Oh, there it was. There was a little spot that was more wet than damp, and it must be where that nozzle was sitting. Okay, so we're gonna put the aliens on the bottom of, okay, now get out of there. On the bottom here. And then we'll put a bit of super glue on the ends there. And now this will help us even them up. Oh, jeez. It's because they're warped, so I'm trying to force them to be straight. And nothing wants to be straight because these boards are slightly warped. Let me see if... So this is just a little corners piece thing that I have. Jam that up in there and see if that'll hold it. But now I'm afraid when I take it out, it's gonna break it. Yep, it's not gonna work because I can't. Oh, I think I see what's going on. Okay, so lately I've been having trouble with this. I think there's some glue in there. You know what? I have more pieces. Oh, I think they're in my chest. But this one might work. Yeah, see, it gets stuck in there because it's warped, so it's going to have to go in the bigger one. Okay, I'm going to do that because I just can't hold them straight enough because, see, you can see that one. Yeah, I don't know. Things are crazy, crazy, crazy. We want this. Okay, so we want our aliens on the long one. And then a little bit of super glue on the inside here. Waiting for glue to dry. I know, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. We have to wait, or else I'm just gonna keep, they're just gonna keep falling apart. Okay, and then wait, I need the other, I'm sorry. Will it meet up there? Okay, yes, okay. I just didn't know if my short one was long enough. Yeah, so I think with that one that's just the 90-degree corner, I just noticed that there's some glue up in there. So that's why everything is fitting very too tight. So I obviously put something in there, and I can, it's right there. You can kind of see the brown from like the paint. Oh, maybe I got it out. Okay, because I was gonna say this was a pack I got from Temu a while back, and there's like 4 of these, but they're in my chests. But I got it out. Okay, so that might be viable. Okay, So now we want to put our glue on the bottom here. I have some glue stuck on there that it's just gonna like build up. Whoop. I guess I could have always turned it around. Okay. There, that's better. Okay, I just didn't want that glue to just build up. There we go. I think we're good there. Okay, and then F1 is going to... You guys, why didn't I just glue everything to this first? That was stupid. I could have done that. Yeah, if you're having trouble keeping these straight, especially if yours are like a little warped or something, you can always just, sometimes it's easier to build them on something that's solid. Just build it on there, and then it might be easier. I did just order 6 new bottles because this seems to be kind of getting low. Just want to make sure everything is flush. Yep, we did good. We did good. We're pretty flush. Okay, and now we need I-7, which is our white material with the flowers on it. And it needs to be 75 by 60 millimeters. I'm just going to cut this little one off because nine inches. 75, which is 7.5 centimeters. By 60, which is 6 centimeters. Or they're roughly about, because this is going to get tucked under the bed. Okay, and I'm just going to use my little Dollar Tree roller. Got to push down hard enough though. I think that's probably part of my problem. Although I think I have a dead spot. And I don't know if you can buy replacements because they're $1.25, so I just go buy a new one when my blade gets done. Which I think we're about there. Oh, that is way too big. I mean, it does go down the sides and down the bottom, but see how much it needs to stop there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this is also Aleene's original tacky glue. It's just in a bigger squeeze bottle because I don't want to be squeezing from that precision point all of this. Come out, come out. Because I'm going to go around the edges here. I'm also going to go around the bottom and the edges of the whole thing. Okay, and then lay it right up to the top. I just have my little scraper. I'm just going to help it lay flat, especially since I have this horrible wrinkle right in the middle of mine from the way they folded it in the bag. Okay, and then we're going to go down the sides. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and trim up right to the edge. These side ones are pretty close. But if I leave it hanging over, if it's thick enough, it can potentially not allow it to sit flat. See how it's kind of bouncy? I messed up here. And that's sitting on the ground first. Better. Now I've got to take care of these corners. So you can do corners many ways. I'm going to go ahead and cut mine at a 45-degree angle. And then, okay, I'm going to cut one off. I'm going to cut the one from the side completely off. And then just put a dab of glue on that corner that comes from the bottom and fold it over. You might want to just go ahead and cut them off completely. Whoops. I don't think that that would be a bad look. I should have done this underneath. No, you know what? They're both just coming off. Yep. Yep. So you just have them coming to the corners. I cut all of that corner off. Okay. So that's our bed for that. They don't have us do a blanket. They don't have us do a throw or any pillows or anything. That's just it. You know what I should do on my downtime, like in between builds? I should take some of my leftover material and just make up a whole bunch of pillows of different sizes. That way when I come across something like this, I can just grab a couple little pillows. But I kind of think, okay, extra time, extra. I want something else on there. I don't want just that. That's just not enough. So this is the stash of like material and paper. And then my ribbon is back there. Crepe paper, felt, specialty paper, leather, colored materials, and any of the, that's all the ribbon. Oh, let's see, what about, do we have any pretty lace we could put on there? No, it doesn't quite look right. I'm thinking I want something red, because that red on there, red or yellow. Oh, that's like the velvety. What if I just put that along the bottom? Kind of looks like the other bed, right? That one's got the felt across the bottom with that same material. This is just like a, I don't know what that is. Just a slightly different material. There is more of that material. Is it any longer? Kind of don't want to cut the middle, and both my sides are, well, that one's a little bit longer. Okay, yep, I'm going to do this. So I'm going to cut from here up. So if you don't have a stash, say you're just starting out or something, this is the reason we keep all of our extra bits from the lace to the material to even like the paper, wire, and string. I keep all of these little bits because there's moments like these where you're like, huh, that's just not enough, and I don't like it. I want something more. I want to add to it. So then I'm able to get into my stash and find something that I like to add on. Now this is very uneven because I did it by hand, so I'm going to trim up a little bit here. And then I'm just going to put it to the edge, and yep, I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, did I close that? I did, I closed it. Whoops, can't be getting glue out of a closed bottle. What did I do? Oh, okay. This is a heavier material, so I'm going to put a bit more glue on this. And then okay, so I'm going to have to trim up the edges so that just like on just like with this, especially since this is thicker, It will not allow it to sit flat. It will hit the ground first and stop it from going any further. Okay, and we're flat. Oh, I put my box away because now I'm thinking, what if... See, this is the little parts that I like. I like tinkering with that little stuff. Do we have any like yellow? What if we just put like, oh, there we go. Put that little stripe on the top. There we go. That's the finishing touch for me. So, yep. And that's just about the right size. Because we do have some yellow material. No, I like that. Yep. This is where that artistic license come in. We get to play around. These are our builds. We paid our money. We spend our time. So you get to do what you like. And I want to embellish. Okay, so I missed this corner right here. Obviously, it's not holding down. Okay, so I'm going to start on this side so that I only have to cut it once. And I'm not going to the very top. I'm going to go ahead and cut that excess. That was almost perfect sizing, you guys. And then finish gluing on the end there. Close this bottle up while I'm holding the ribbon on the edges here so it'll stay. Okay, yes, I think it looks much cuter that way. Much more finished. I wish we had something little, but I will come back. If I want to make a pillow of some kind, I will do that kind of. I'll figure that out later. So that's our bed. All right, now we have just one chair, right? Yeah. And what is one, or I-10? I have one more material that I need that I-10, I think it's the white non-woven, isn't it? Yep, the white non-woven. Which is this like stiffer material here. And I need a 16 by 18. So 0.6 centimeters by 0.8 centimeters. It's just a little square, and I don't understand. You know, I'm gonna cut bigger than I need because I'd rather trim it down. It's gonna go on our seat cushion. That is our seat cushion, I guess. So which chair was this? Oh, the ones with the funky arms. Okay, so we have F10, which is that square that we had 4 of, remember? Hold on, let me move some of the oh. Please don't fall apart, please don't fall apart. I don't want to get these all mixed up, but I need to make some extra room, so I want to push that back. There we go. Okay, so this is our square that we had 4 of earlier, and then F11 is the one with the 2 cutouts in the circle. That's the chair back. This is the chair seat. That's not even big enough. Nope. Okay. Hold. 16 by 18. There's no way. Because the seat itself is, what's F10? What was that measurement? F10s are 18 by 18. Oh my gosh, it's 1.6 by 1.8. I'm such an idiot. Oh my goodness. You know what I'm going to do? Why do I keep getting that wrong? Trying to trim it up to make it look more square. Okay. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we have the F10, F11, and F9s are the arms with the little bits that, the little notches in them that stick out. Okay, so first we're going to put F11. Does it go on? It's so hard to see. I think it goes on F10. And you want that little hole up higher. It's offset. It's wanted a little bit higher up to the top. Just want to put that right up there. Yep. Okay, and then the seat is going to go right in the center there. And it's going to go from the back to the front all the way across that line. So I'm going to go ahead and put our aliens on both sides here. And we want those little open-ended facing forward. So I'm just going to put a little super glue on the back and the front. We just want to, yep, there we go. Nope, it's not there yet. See, but I think this back should kind of be leaned back a little bit to match the arch of the arm. I stuck my finger because I forgot I put glue on that side. Put a little bit more glue since I wiped most of it off. Whoops. There we go. And then this, yep, it's it right in there. Oh, it's a little, I need to trim up. Oh, I just pushed my, I forgot once we put the back on, it took some of that space. There we go. Okay, that is a kind of a weird looking chair. It looks really wide. Oh no. Okay, so these, I have to put a little bit of that glue on the arms, which is why I bent that front back slightly. That one's pretty good. This one was just loose. There we go. All right, so we got a little chair there. And now our bigger table. So these are F8 and this is F7. And we're not totally at the edge, but just a little bit in. Are these perfectly square? Yes, they are. So there's no right or wrong side. So we're just going to inset them a little bit. Just going to kind of eyeball the amount of space I come in to kind of sort of match the other one. You don't want them too far in. And then, yep, make sure they're evened up. And there's our table. Okay, so on this we need (7-6), but then fold, open, and paste it. It's got to be another book. They just don't give us that. So 7-6 are our books. So we need this one, and then you can't see the this green and like peach one, and it doesn't show us the other one. It just shows it open. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually where's my blade? I'm going to go ahead and take this one over here. So I'm literally going to do the two side by side, long ways. I don't know why I cut that there. I didn't really need to do that. So there's one. gonna have to do a little bit of a trim job when I get these out of the big page. But it's easier to see where I've missed once they're out. And just trying to stay organized as I work. So those are back where they need to be. And then, yep, I need to trim up here. Well, that was a bit of a big trim. That's okay though. Okay, so we're going to take, again, our ruler and our little score. I'm going to just call this our scorer. It's an awl, I believe, but it's pointed but not a blade. I've been told you can do it on with the back of your blade, but I don't have the guts to do that. So we're just going to scrape this along all of our dotted lines. And at least with this, you don't have to put a ton of pressure. You don't want to put too much because you don't want to cut through, which it can if pushed too hard. I did it on one of the fans, so we know it's possible. Oh, y'all, I made sugar cookies from scratch today. I haven't baked from scratch in like a really, really long time, and I used to bake a lot, like a lot. I loved making cakes, and I used to do them for my nieces and nephews for their birthdays. But even growing up, like I baked cookies all the time, and we did everything from scratch. And oh, whoops. There's a little snag on there. Aha. And I just haven't baked anything. I had hundreds of dollars worth of specialty pans, like, you know, I had Elmo, I had baby dolls, I had princess castles, I had princesses, I had race cars, I had the NASCAR checker flag, I had tons of pans, but I just don't bake anymore, so I donated them. Somebody scored big time. And now we're going to start by folding it towards us and then back. And so my mom's been, I think she was been hinting that she wanted some sugar cookies the last like 2 weeks. So I broke down last night, and while I was cooking dinner, I also mixed up all the batter, but then I was just too done, and so I popped them in the oven today. Now, I've always rolled out my cookie doughs. These you balled up. What am I doing here? I don't know which way I'm going. I'm just going to glue these together. So you rolled them in your hand and then rolled them in sugar, which I've never done before. I gotta admit, the taste was really good, but I wanted soft cookies, and the sugar made them like crunchy almost on the outside. They look really nice. The sugar made them like cracked, kind of cracked looking, which is cool. Just not, it wasn't like, my mom's happy, so that is great, because I did make them for her. I should not be eating them, but you know, I'm gonna have a couple. I already have. And I just wish they would have been softer. I was a little bummed, but oh well. Okay, my book spines are pristine now. These book spines, you know, sometimes you would have them like they would be rolled and blah, blah, and just like a mess. Oh, no, these book spines are awesome. So this one we're actually supposed to like glue down. So I'm going to actually glue the inside, all of them, the other side too. And then it's going to go on the right side of our table. Okay, and then this one, we're going to open it and glue down the covers. And this one's more in the middle. And then just kind of spread those apart, okay? And now we need I-51, which is one of those white kind of round but with a hexagonal shape beads on the side. And we need some more of our I-17. We need 3 pieces. Paste 3 I-17s to the length of I-15, 10 to 20 millimeters. Do they mean 51? Oh my gosh, they cannot get there. So 1, 1.5, and 2 is what I'm going to do. Centimeters. They keep interchanging numbers here. It's like they have 2 numbering systems almost, and they keep forgetting which ones they're supposed to be using. So I'm just going to go 1, 1.5, and these do not have to be exact or perfect or anything like that. And 2, and I don't even think this is not right. 20 millimeters is 2 centimeters. That is entirely too big to go in that. I'm just saying, in my opinion. Whoops. Let's put the lid on this before I knock it over. So in here, supposed to put 3 of these. They can't even stand up. Nope, these ones are too long. So I'm gonna trim them. So I'm going to do my spider web glue across the top here, like we've done many times before. Just let it grip onto the side and then just let it grip onto itself. And it will fill in the top without actually filling in the whole hole with glue, right? And then that way, as these go down the glue, it will go all around them and settle. Okay, so this is going to go right up here. On the left, kind of in the front. Or wherever you would like to have it. Okay, so that is our little like desk. I believe that's like a little desk. All right, we're at 15 minutes. We can get a couple more things done. All right, so this is a little like table tray. So it's got F15s. Nope, sorry, hang on. Nope, not those. These ones. So F15 are the slanted edges here. And then F14 has the rounded edges. All right, so we're going to put these. We just want to make sure that the slants are going the same way. And they don't go exactly on the edge, they just go a little bit on the inside. Oops. We're putting the glue on the small length. Whoops. Okay, now we need D3, which is that little white one that was left in here. Yeah, that little white one right there. And we're going to make a little tray. That's why I know it's that one, because we used the other two for our trays for our food. And that's what we're going to do here. And then we need a slice from our lemon. So we just need one slice from here. Try to keep your blade straight. And then we need, we're gonna make another apple. So one of those green, fat lime green ones. And I-17. Oh, too bad I didn't keep those other little bits. That would have been perfect, but oh well. It says 5 millimeters, so we just need a little bit. Yep, that's what we need. Oh, and then I-22, which is paste the accessories shown in the figure, cut 2 sections of I-22 and paste them well. Let me see what I-22 was. The skinny rubber hose. So the is that the skinny or the fat one? I can't tell. That's okay, that was the fat one. So we want skinny, it's the like the shrink wrap tubing. And we want 4 millimeters. So, and just my little hint, if you're gonna cut them with a blade, hold, like just put your finger over it, because these suckers will shoot. They will launch them across the room. I've had it happen. Okay, so we want to put our wire. I have something in there, and I don't know what it is. Okay. Put a touch of glue. Oops. And then our wire. Oh, you know what? We didn't test fit it, and last time we did have trouble with one of them, so let's cross our fingers. Oh, we're good. Okay. Whew. All right, so we're gonna put this on the tray. All right, and then we're gonna lean the lemon up against it. Oh, that is not far enough out. This Aleene's will dry clear, so I just put a whole bunch on there so it'll hit somewhere. There we go. All right, now this is gonna go kind of in the center, but like at an angle. Oh, come on, glue. I just don't want to tempt turning this upside down to try to put glue on the bottom of this. And then a little cup on each side somewhere, wherever you want. I think they have their tile turned a little bit more, and so these are a little bit more evenly spaced. Like somebody's hitting here and here versus here and here, or here and here. Wherever, basically, is what I'm saying. Just wherever you would like. Okay, so there is another little table we have. And we're at 57. We've got to make 2 chairs. Here's another table. And we have a shelf in there. So we're going to go ahead and call it here. So we have, because we need to also cut those little seat cushion thingies for the chairs. And I don't want to do that right now. So, all right, so we have 2 chairs, a table, and a like shelving unit to keep going on this. Put my lid on that one so I can remember which blade is for my paper only. Told you I'm trying to stay organized so I don't lose things. So far I'm doing pretty good. Okay, let's vacuum real quick. Okay, sorry, I know it's a little noisy, but gosh, I love that thing. Okay, so where are we? I don't know, I'm so confused. I've got myself worked up right now. I don't know why. So what did we finish this time? We did our desk, right? We did our little low table. We did our bed number 2 and our chair. And I'm thinking tables are good. The tables are good to go. Right? But I'm kind of thinking the chair and the bed need something more. They need a little bit more of something. I didn't get the corners on these very good at all. Dang. Okay. So I'm thinking probably pillows, which is going to be a pain because I want them small, or I'm not sure. So I'm going to think on that, and when we come back next time, we will probably do whatever harebrained plan I come up with, right? So we need something up here, and we need a little something in the chair. And then we're making 2 more chairs, and so they have arms on them, so, and they're going to look, just the backing's different, and they don't have this little bump out front. It has just smaller slats, but it has the same seat. So I'll come up with something for the bed top and then something for all 3 chairs. And we will start there. And then, like I said, the chairs, we have this dark wood cabinet we have more books to make. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books to make there. We have the table here with the, is that called Go? I think is the name of that game. I'm not sure, but it's going to be there. And then we have a little tray table. And then we start with some outside items. We probably won't get that far, but when we do, we kind of move into some outside things. So we're moving through the rooms. And I think we're setting a pretty good pace. As you can see, let me move the camera here. We've got a lot of pieces done up here, right? And so I think we're getting a good amount done each video. Most of them we've done at least 2 or 3 pieces. We did 4 today, so yeah. We did the 4 pillows and 2 earlier. So yeah, we're getting there, guys. All right. I knew it was going to be a monster build. We haven't done anything with the outside and we're already at 11. So we're in this for the long run. But if you're still here, you know how it goes. You're the true rock star. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate you guys. And I hope to see you on the next build. Bye.